Hello everybody. Thank you for clicking on my video.
It's really not.
Hello everybody. Welcome back. My 12 subscribers from my COVID YouTube channel days. Yeah, today I'm here with Eva.
Hello.
And we are here to talk about the Grammys, but if the Grammy voters were two teenage girls, because
As you can see, you're a teenage girl.
that's kind of how I feel like the Grammys should be every year. I don't know, like, guys, who's making the waves in pop culture? Who's determining the trends? Who has the pulse on where art is going? Is it the old men writing the Grammys, or is it
Yeah.
us?
Like,
I don't know.
do they see that song on TikTok? Like,
Yeah. And yeah, also, I just want to say thank you to Eva's mom, my aunt, Netta Manley Style, for her YouTube background that we're using. Thank you for that.
plus
The ring light, all the things. Yeah, so basically the way this video is going to go is we're going to mostly do album of the years. So I have like little envelopes with like the rankings. So basically Eva rated them, I rated them, we had somebody add them up. We don't actually know what the winner is, because we don't know which was the number 1, the number 2, the number 8, or any of them. But we're going to open the envelopes like a little reveal thing, and like, yeah. And then after that we're going to do the other categories that we thought were important. We only kind of did categories that we like wanted to do because, you know,
we felt like we were the target audience for them as well, so we'd be like more knowledgeable.
but to start with, we want to do the albums of the years. So, yeah. The nominees, by the way. So we worked with the nominees, the real Grammys. The nominees are
The Tortured Poets Department.
Short and Sweet,
DJ's Volume 4.
Brat,
The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess.
Cowboy Carter,
Hit Me Hard and Soft.
what's it called? New Blue Sun. Yep, that's it, right? That's all of them? Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fun fact, Eva, there was a tie. There's actually 2 ties.
Oh.
So there is nothing in number 8. That's the first reveal.
Oh,
Oh my, it's empty. And there's also nothing in number 7 because there's 2 ties. Would you like to do the honors? I just dropped all the envelopes. I think I know. I think I have an idea. But I don't know if Eva's on the same page as me.
New Blue Sun.
New Blue Sun, that's crazy. I was so in awe of that album. Thought it was a really good album, but for some reason I guess not.
I thought it was very enjoyable to
Shocking
listen
to
to.
me.
I just felt like it didn't necessarily compare in my opinion.
What was the number on the back? I'm curious.
62 out of 100.
That's like a solid D minus. So good
Yeah.
job, Andre 3000. I don't know. All due respect to the artist who made this album, which is Andre 3000. By the way, if you guys don't know who he is, because I didn't know who he is or what this album was, yeah, there was 2 albums in here that we did not, at least I did not know.
I didn't either.
Never heard of New Blue Sun, never heard of Jesse Volume 4.
Music.
Andre 3000 was a part of Outkast, who's the band that sings like Hey Ya, and like I think that's it. And so, yeah, then he decided to go off solo. When I first heard this album, so I was like in the car on a road trip. The first thing I noticed was the titles of these songs. The first one is called like, I Swear I Want to Write a Rap Song, but this is just where the wind blew me. That's the name of the first one. They all have titles like that. They're full sentences. They're like Instagram threads, basically, is what they sound like. They're just random thoughts that he had at the moment that have nothing to do with the song, because there's no lyrics in the song. It's just, yeah. So then I clicked on the first song, and I'm like, is he gonna sing? He isn't. Oh. And then I was like, this song's been going on for some time. Is it almost done? It was 4 minutes in, 8 minutes left. I was like, oh. So the whole album was a bunch of 13-minute songs. Just like,
I think we both really care about lyrics too, so I think that made it harder to.
yeah. So this album didn't really have a shot. But as far as an instrumental album, you know, it was kind of vibes. It was good study music. Except not really, because it puts me to sleep. So yeah, I fell asleep 3 times trying to get through the second song. All the songs kind of sound the same to me.
Yeah, I couldn't really. It was pretty cohesive in like the songs, but I couldn't really just tell like what distinguished them and like how the titles connected to them. But I do feel like he's definitely very talented.
It was basically the whole album was just, yeah, the little Instagram thread titles and like him playing the flute. And he's a great flute player.
He is.
62 out of 100 rated flute player. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so surprised. The next one is by the way, I think it's pronounced Jesse, Volume 4.
Oh, Jess.
Because I looked up what this word means. D-Jess, whatever. Because I keep calling it D-Jess, Volume 4. But I looked at what that word means, and they said it's because it sounds like the artist's initials, which are J-C. So he just wrote that phonetically, his initials phonetically. So I think it's pronounced kind of JC Volume 4. But yeah, it's the artist Jacob Collier.
Yes. Do you have any backstory on how he managed to collab with so many?
So this is Volume 4, if you didn't notice. So he has 3 others that are called the same thing. And I don't know why. He has one album that's not called JC, and then all the other ones are called JC. This one, yeah, he collaborated with like Shawn Mendes and like Tori Kelly and like who else?
I'm forgetting.
Many a person. There's a lot of collabs. But
someone from the Beatles. John Legend? Wait, no.
John Legend from the Beatles?
Wait, did you get that?
I don't think there was John Lennon. Actually took me a second to think. Isn't John Lennon dead? I think that he very much is dead, and I think that he wasn't on this, but maybe John Legend was.
John Legend.
John Legend wasn't it? Okay, John Legend is not dead, if anyone was wondering. John Lennon is, right?
He is dead. He did. Oh, he got assassinated.
Assassinated? I thought you had to be like royal to be assassinated, or like a president.
I think he just got like murdered, and they say that for him.
That's awesome. Good for him. Assassinated. What a cool way to die.
He fired. Okay, yeah, this is not relevant right now.
71 out of 50, by the way, because I actually gave this album a pretty high rating. Because what did I give it? I thought it was pretty good. So the first song is called 100,000 Voices, and he got 100,000 people in this song. He had a crowd of people kind of in the audience of one of his shows, and I saw a video of him. He's like, everybody, I want you to hit an A sharp, and he would show them what it is. It's like, ah, and all the audience goes, ah, and then he would be like, when I'm on this side of the stage, I want you to sing some random note. When I run to that side of the stage, sing the A sharp, like gradually get into the A sharp. So they were like, ah, and that's like the start of the song, is that 100,000 Voices. And I was like, dang, that's pretty cool. If I was a musician, like I would want just like really interesting stuff captured in my songs. If I were an artist, I would just want a chorus of parrots on one of my songs, because parrots, they do speak, you know? We just don't exploit that enough. Like the fact that parrots literally talk, they speak English. Like I would just want like a parrot singing on my song. Is that crazy?
No, I get
like maybe a rap verse. You can like train the parrots to like, I don't know. I imagine it looking like Meet the Robinsons when she has like all those frogs. I just want like all the parrots sitting there, and I'm like doo, 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 and then like, and you sing the word I trained you, and now you, and then they just like sing a song.
Someone used to do that. Should we talk about the categories we use?
Thank you. Oh yes, yeah. Oh yeah. So the categories we used to rank this:
individual songs, theme and cohesiveness, originality and cultural impact, quality and lyricism, and we gave them like each a score out of 10.
For this one, I gave it 10 out of 10 on quality, because quality, that rating, what I just meant by that, I don't even know if quality is the right word for this, but just like kind of completeness, and like it felt like you had people proofread it for you, you know, where there's not like random things that you messed up. Like overall, just like this is a good album, and I thought this was an objectively good album. I would recommend it to people.
It was just put, you know, in the highest position you can put an album. That's just the reason it didn't do well in our ratings, but that doesn't say anything about it not being good. I just feel like it was a bit like overproduced. In my opinion, it was just kind of like a lot to listen to. And yeah,
I gave it lyricism not a good rating, because the lyrics were actually not very good. And when you like sit there and listen to them, you're like, what are you talking about? Not really anything.
The same. I think like the goal wasn't really the lyrics, so it's not like he can't write lyrics. I think it was just more focused on the production and the music.
Number 5.
Didn't we do 6 to start?
Yes. Number 4.
Okay. No, this is scary.
Okay, the moment. The audience is sitting, we're waiting.
Cowboy Carter.
Cowboy Carter! Oh my gosh, Cowboy Carter. What were your thoughts on Cowboy Carter?
Okay, so I felt like cultural impact, like I rated that very high, but for
is there only one in this one?
Well, there's supposed to be 2.
Some of them are tied, so I guess.
Oh, there's 3?
There's 3? Okay, wait, let's do one at a time anyway.
Okay.
So Cowboy Carter, 4th place, we have three songs or albums.
I gave it like half of it for like the cultural impact of it being a country album, that I give it high for. But I feel like, at least in what I've encountered, I only knew one song from the album, so people were more focused on like the other Beyonce drama rather than her album, unfortunately.
Yeah, what's the other Beyonce drama about her and the Grammy drama with her?
Yeah, we pretty much gave this.
Do you want to explain the Grammy drama?
Oh yeah, because the people are saying that they keep giving her Grammys because they're worried she's gonna kill them.
Yeah, I keep nominating her because basically
Yeah.
like she's never won album of the year, she's never won record of the year, she's never won song of the year. She's won a bajillion Grammys, but not for any of the important categories. So she is like out here getting like vocally mad about this. And like Beyonce, come on guys, Beyonce does deserve a Grammy, but does Cowboy Carter deserve a Grammy?
Or was she? I didn't. Was she being vocal? I thought
Yeah,
it was just TikTok.
I'm pretty sure she's made it known that she is kind of a little bit annoyed about this. Personally, I gave it a 10 out of 10 for cultural impact because I actually think this album was very impactful culturally. I remember when I first heard Texas Hold'em, I was like, what the heck? This is a country song. Why is it a country song? And I was very confused. I was like, why would a pop artist make a country song? And now that's like the thing to do. Like Lana Del Rey is doing it.
Or not anymore, but it's okay.
Oh yeah, whatever. She made the one song. I feel like it was such a common thing to hear people say, I listen to all music except for country music. And then I feel like it was about the time Beyonce made a Cowboy Carter that country music started to be trending. Go off, Cowboy Carter.
I feel like cohesiveness, for some albums, I feel like if I get the vinyl, I can like think of my vibe for that day and play it all the way through, and the songs will go with my vibe. But with this, I feel like a lot of songs have different vibes, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I just feel like I like it with albums when all the songs kind of connect in a way.
Interesting. Interesting.
Like, I do like exploring different genres, but I just like it when there's an album I can choose, like, oh, I'll play this whole album and listen to it, without me having to have 50 different moods in it.
I felt like, because it was quite there's a lot of songs in it.
And a lot of kind of interludes that were really short, which kind of threw me off.
So let's see what else is tied with Cowboy Carter. I can't believe 3 of them are tied.
Short and sweet.
79. Short and sweet? No! Wait, I'm shocked. Like, what did I give this one?
I need to check. I think I was a little hard on it.
I gave Short and Sweet a 41, so you must have given it like what, like a 38?
I did it because I felt like the songs, like the singles that came out, were a lot more culturally impactful than the whole album. Like once it came out, because I feel like if I was gonna like give the whole album credit just for the singles that came out, like,
can we talk about the fact that Sabrina Carpenter is nominated for Best New Artist, which is like, guys, and yeah, anybody who's at our age is like has known about Sabrina Carpenter for like a good 10 years, you know, and like yeah, I've had her songs in my playlists for forever.
I feel like she's relatively popular too.
Has anybody forgotten what's it called? I feel alright, I'm gonna take on the world. That was like 2013. Come on, Best New Artist? I don't think so.
Also, yeah, wait, what did you give this for like its individual category?
Individual songs. Okay, yeah, let's talk about this. So for Short and Sweet, here's what I thought about Short and Sweet. So first of all, Espresso, groundbreaking. Please, 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 groundbreaking. Taste, groundbreaking. But yeah, like you said, the singles were really good, but there were songs. I remember when I first listened to the album, I was like, this is not a good album, and then I listened to it again and I was like, okay, it's kind of a good album. But it's because the lyrics are like, I feel like when I listen to an album, I shouldn't sit here and think I have notes on your writing skills. If I were in the room, I could have improved this. I'm not a writer. If I were in the room, I should not have been able to.
You're a very good writer.
I'm not a writer, and like
I
feel like I shouldn't have notes for Sabrina Carpenter. And there was some parts where I felt like I could predict the lyric before she said it.
You could have changed like the flow or the rhyme, like pretty easily just to make a flow better, or have the same amount of syllables in each line. Stuff like just random stuff like that. I feel like could have been improved for like an album this big.
Yeah, like something she'll say will just feel like back to that like I'm an ex-Disney Channel star level quality. But
yeah, no, I agree with that one. Yeah, I feel like I might have been a little hard on individual songs. I just felt like Sabrina Carpenter is massive and was massive, and when the album came out,
she's actually quite small.
And then the album came out, not much
changed. She's actually quite short and sweet.
Oh yeah, I didn't before 11. But when the album came out, not much really changed for me, except for I know like the Taste music video, and that was very culturally impactful.
Oh my gosh, Espresso though, so good. It's funny when we listened to it with I was listening to it in the car on a road trip, and my dad was like, he's like, switch it up like Nintendo. Oh, because of Nintendo Switch.
Whoa.
And then he was like, that's stupid. And then he's like, or he's like, that's very cheesy. And I was like, no, that's like the thing of the song. Like, she goes like, I'm out and do it for you. And he's like, she says that? And I was like, yes. And he goes, cheesy woman. Like, you.
That's why we have to be the ones writing.
What?
But we have to be the ones writing it.
Exactly. Like, you don't understand it. If you're saying cheesy woman, like, that's literally the point. Is it's like you hear, that's the whole thing with her lyrics. Is like, you hear it the first time and you're like, you did not just say that. You can't. You're not supposed to say stupid stuff like that. And then you're like, okay, that's kind of funny though. Or like she'll say something that's like too raunchy, and you're like, you're not supposed to say that. But like that's kind of her. The shock factor is kind of what makes her so successful. Her sense of humor is such a genius brand. Like, I don't know, because before she was funny, she was so generic.
I was watching TikTok yesterday about Madison Beer, and they were saying she's kind of too perfect. And that's the reason why she's not necessarily blowing up.
True.
Because she doesn't really have her own sound yet. But I think she'll definitely find that, just like everyone has.
Maybe not though, you know? Yeah, her brand is like being hot and funny, and Madison Beer's brand is just being hot, and it's not enough, you know? It's not enough. So what else is tied with?
Hit Me Hard and Soft.
Hit Me Hard and Soft?
I'm really surprised by this.
I'm not. I think I definitely dragged that one down. I know you like Hit Me Hard and Soft a lot.
Yeah.
But, yeah, do you want to talk about, first of all, what you like about Hit Me Hard and Soft?
Wait, well, you gave it to...
What did I give it?
Because I feel like it was just... You gave it... Because, no, I gave it the highest.
Oh my gosh, really? That was your top album?
Yeah, and you gave
Dang. Okay, my top album has yet to have been said. I'm just putting that out there. I gave it a 34. What did you give it?
A 45.
45.
I really like this album. Here, I can explain.
Okay.
So cultural impact wise, at least for me as a TikTok addict, it was impossible to escape. I knew every song from the album without even like going on the album. Like I did listen to the album like the second it came out. But then I kind of predicted which songs would be trends, and there were a lot of like really good trends that came out of it. I don't know, my whole For You page was just the album. It still is.
Okay.
And also individual songs. I loved every single song. I don't know, maybe I just love Billie Eilish songs. Quality and lyricism, I feel like her lyricism, she definitely like cares a lot about it. And all the songs are also produced by Phineas, her brother.
I've heard people saying she should find a new producer because she and Phineas have exhausted their creative efforts. I disagree. I think Phineas should find new artists. No offense to Billy. Not meaning he should drop Billy. They're a great team. I think some of the best parts of her music is Phineas's work. But I want to see Phineas with other artists too. I want to see Phineas with Taylor Swift. I don't know. I just want to see Phineas all over the place.
He's very, very talented. From the videos I've seen of him explaining his work and everything, it's all very intentional, and he knows what he's doing.
I like his stuff, yeah. And so, but what I did think is that this is just not her best, and it's actually maybe her worst. No, I think that what was her second? Happier Than Ever.
Happier Than Ever. I love that album.
So Happier Than Ever, I thought was her worst album personally, but other than Happier Than Ever, I feel like everything she's ever done is better. I know her first album was actually technically an EP, the Don't Smile at Me, but I think Don't Smile at Me is better than Hit Me Hard and Soft. I think When We All Fall Asleep Where We Go was a great album. That one won Album of the Year, I believe. At least it won a ton.
I know, she has a lot of Grammys, so.
It won a lot. And I think it deserved it. I thought that album was so good. I really loved the scare factor of like, her eyes are dripping black, and like, I don't know, When We All Fall Asleep Where We Go. Like, the whole thing is just scary, and it has such a distinct vibe. And Happier Than Ever, as much as I think it's kind of a boring album, has a distinct vibe also, where it's like the whole like airy, like, I'm doing Happier Than Ever. I'm like the whole angelic vibe. And yeah, but then this one, I was like, what are you doing? I don't really get what the theme is. So I gave it a 6 out of 10 for theme and cohesiveness because I didn't think there was any theme at all. What did you think the theme was? Like what separates this album as a collective work from her other albums?
So for me, I was gonna give the theme and cohesiveness really low. But what I had is there were a lot of recurring themes that didn't feel very cohesive, as it went from very vulnerable to very angry without a clear segue. And then I was like, wait, it's called Hit Me Hard and Soft. So then I kind of gave this as like an excuse, like maybe she was trying to show both sides, like hard as in like angry, soft as in vulnerable. So that's why she might have not been as cohesive. I just loved every song on the album, like a lot. So that is probably
okay. I think I gave it quite a few points for individual songs. I gave it 9 out of 10.
Yes,
yeah, because I did like a lot of the songs. I did like almost every single song. There's the only one I didn't. So L'amour de ma vie, I find it so annoying when she switches to the like techno-y like
oh yeah, I agree.
Outro. I was like, Shut up. I don't want to hear this.
My mood when I'm putting on the Mortimer V is like not for that last part. It kind of reminded me of the A&W by Lana Del Rey, but I feel like I kind of need that therapy after listening to A&W.
Yeah.
The last part, because I'm like sobbing, and then the after, and then you can like dance. You know?
Yeah, I think she did it just for like the like edgy factor of like, whoa, it's like 2 songs in one. But like, it could be 2 songs in one and also both songs are good instead of 2 songs in one and like one of them sounds like junk. But I don't know. It was.
I think it's cool she's experimenting. Maybe she'll do more of stuff like that in the future, where it's a little more like, where I like a more
7 out of 10 for lyrics, because it was. I mean, she has good lyrics. She's a good lyricist, I think. But there were songs like, I don't know, L'amour de ma vie. Why did I say that in like the most American way? L'amour de ma vie.
You literally speak French.
L'amour de ma vie. And that song, she, like, if you listen to it, I'm like, you are annoying me right now. If you listen to that song, she's like, I broke up with you. You said you're really upset, but look at you now. You're doing better. Is it too much to ask for an apology for making me think that you weren't gonna... I was like, what the heck? I don't know. That annoys me. I'm like, you are not sounding like a good person in this song. You're sounding very annoying.
I love Skinny. I feel like lyrics there is really sad and good.
I really like Skinny too.
And Birds of a Feather. Sorry, I really like
Lunch is quite catchy, to be honest.
Birds of a Feather is like one of the most popular songs ever now. Yeah, it already almost has 2 billion Spotify streams.
We should
I love that song.
I do love that song.
Yeah, and my favorite I think is Wildflower and Blue. Yeah, I listen to these songs a lot, so I think it was really hard for me to judge them.
You know,
they're just like my babies, I don't know.
Yeah, Eva was saying this before. She's like, I'm so biased. I was like, your opinions are not biased. If you really like Billie Eilish's music and then you give her album a high ranking, it's because you like her stuff. That's not biased to like it and therefore give it a high rating, you know?
Yeah, I guess it's not like I watched like a million Billie Eilish interviews like I would with like Lana Del Rey.
It's not like you're her best friend and you're like, oh my gosh, my sister Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
What?
I know, she's my bestie. I have her number. We can call her. Yeah, we talk about Lana Del Rey. Because she likes Lana Del Rey too, so we have that in common.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Is there a problem?
I'm not jealous. But I honestly gave it the least points for, what was the category I gave it a 4 out of 10 for? Cultural impact. Because I felt like it wasn't, so what I mean by cultural impact is not just like, I mean partially what you said about like, oh, it's on TikTok all the time, everybody knows about this album, but also in the grand scheme of things, what has this changed as an art piece? What are other artists going to take away from this and be inspired by? How has it changed art? Not like at all. I don't think it's changed music at all. I don't think it's a progression for her. I don't think it's a progression for anybody else. So that's why I gave it a 4 out of 10, because I just didn't think it was doing anything unique whatsoever. It felt like the same of what we've already heard. Honestly, if you like Billie, you like this album because it's just another Billie album. And if you don't like Billie, you don't like this album because it's not doing anything her other albums haven't done.
Cowboy Carter, I think it does have a bigger cultural impact in that way, but I didn't know actually like it came out. I just knew Texas Hold'em, and I saw it in Target, and I was like, who's that on the cover? And then I realized,
oh, Beyonce. But can we talk about, so there's one song where Beyonce was like, and I'm hot, and I'm beautiful, and I was like, thinking about it, I was like, now why is she so hot? Isn't she like 50? Why is she so beautiful still? Like, I don't understand how that works. I know plastic surgery, blah, 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 but like, Ozempic, whatever, like, I don't know. I was just like, can we talk about like, why is Beyonce still like one of those beautiful people ever? Anyway.
She is, and I feel like she looks extremely nice.
My 5th grade teacher, random story, he was like kind of like a liar. Like, he's one of those people who loves to lie to kids. One of the lies was that he lived next door to Beyonce and Jay-Z. He was just telling, it's funny because we didn't
even, like, as a grade, I didn't know Jay-Z was. I barely knew Beyonce was. And then it wasn't until I was like in like 9th grade, I was like, that was all a hoax.
But no way he had a plant growing out of his ear.
So those are our thoughts on Hit Me Hard and Soft.
Yeah. You got a little sidetracked.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's very impactful culturally. It gets us to talk about all sorts of things like ear plants. So yeah, it's a culturally, starts the conversation, guys. Really gets the conversation going. Even that was started by Beyonce, actually. Anyway, so that's the end of the 3-way tie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, number 3.
I think I know it's gonna be.
You think you know? I don't think I know at all, actually. Well,
I feel like there's one I think that you didn't give the high that I gave high. That would be.
Okay, what's left? The Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess, The Tortured Poets Department, and Brat. Okay, I guess it's gonna be Brat. Let's see. Ah, The Tortured Poets Department.
Wait. I give that really high.
What did I give it? 37 out of 50.
I gave 43 out of.
So that would be my bad, guys. explain myself. Why did I do that? Oh, 5 out of 10 for quality.
I give 8 out of 10.
Okay, I think so. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember now what I don't like about this album. As a Swiftie, guys, I just have to say that
She is the biggest.
I'm the Swiftiest of the Swifties, but this album was disappointing to me because so I'll say what I didn't like about it, and then you can say why you give it a high rating. But okay, so first of all, when Torture Poets came out, I was kind of like, okay, I get the whole like rambling torture like poety vibe to it. I understand the emphasis on lyrics over production because it's supposed to imitate poetry, you know? That makes sense. But also got like it's music, it's not poems. This isn't a poem book. These are songs. So why is the production so lacking? Why is it so the same thing we've heard over and over and over again? Every single song disappointed me production-wise, and also vocals. We know she has it in her. We know she goes out there every single night at the Eras Tour and sings "Don't Blame Me," and then like the high notes of every song. Even in like "I Knew You Were Trouble," she's out here doing like the
Freezing Cold.
Yeah, every night. She hasn't lost that skill. Like it hasn't been since like Would've, Could've, Should've that she's had like a good like belt in the bridge. I just want.
I agree with
good
that. I love
bridge
her belt.
Yeah, she wrote some amazing songs. She wrote some of the best songs she's ever written. She wrote 31 of the best songs she's ever written. And then she goes and she's like, shove them out there. I'm done with this album, putting it out. And I'm like, maybe you should have like taken more time to like add some interesting elements to the production. She can do anything she wants and it would be a hit. So why doesn't she do stuff that's unique? Why doesn't she do something that's creative with it? And like,
I agree with everything.
yeah, like, hey, there's songs like Fresh Out the Slammer. Is that the song I'm thinking of? Got it. Oh, it's I Can Fix It No Really I Can. It kind of has a slight country essence to it. And I was like, you should have made this a country song. Where it's like, they shake their hands and say, you know. Okay, not quite like that. It's a little...
But like a country one.
Just like, I don't know. A little bit more like... just like a little bit... Do something with it. Make it interesting. I don't know. Throw in a howdy. I don't know. Just like... It should have been more interesting. There should have been more creativity. Every single song sounds exactly the same. They shouldn't have sounded exactly the same. And then also the last 15 songs were even lazier. I was like, filter these. We don't need all of those. Why did you put out 31 songs at the same time? Maybe put it out a fortnight later. Ever thought of that? Ever thought of like a fortnight later? Put out the other songs instead of...
That'd be so funny if she released it.
That same night. Like, that, people are getting... I don't know, that exhausted me. I was like, don't give me 30 songs at once and they all sound exactly the same. Sorry, I'm almost done with my rant. Not to the point where I was like, guys, what is music? Why is music? Because I was like, some of these I was like, is it really a bad song? No. Did I just hear 4 exactly like it? Yes. And I was like, like, it got me questioning things. I was like, do I need? No. Do I want? No.
I feel like for me, it being less produced, I took it as like, cause she's like one, like everyone accepts her like,
yeah.
Everyone knows she can write songs, you know? So I feel like for me it was like her doing what she wanted and kind of writing a more poetry album. Cause I know one of my favorite Lana Del Rey albums is Blue Banisters, and that is not like a selling really album at all. It's more just like,
it's not made for commercial purposes.
It's not made for commercial purposes, and she didn't promote it at all. Like Taylor Swift promoted Torch Poets, but still, it was more
not
like,
really. Honestly,
I guess
she's posted on her Instagram. Posted and
but her Instagram has like
but like there's like one music video, no interviews. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but I feel like Blue Mantis was more explanatory and it had like a lot of poetry in it. I feel like this was her like being more poetic and being like, oh, I don't really care if it's like a viral pop song. I'm just kind of doing what I want, which is why I gave her more points for like the originality, just because I feel like it wasn't. But that might have just been me saying the songs were as catchy as previous albums, which isn't necessarily a good thing. And then lyricism. I always like her lyrics. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I gave her 10 for
and
lyrics.
Theme of cohesiveness, I give that a good because the songs like sounded a little the same.
Yeah, they did sound the same. But yeah, Theme of Cohesiveness, I gave it a lot of points because I really love the concept of how it was actually a joke. At the end of the day, the whole tortured poet, like, she doesn't see herself as a tortured poet. She kind of tried to emulate that theme, and she did successfully with like her extremely poetic lyrics and all that, the kind of tortured rambliness on a lot of the anthologies, but then the whole thing was a joke at the end of the day, because in the Tortured Poets Department song, she goes like, you're not Dylan Thomas, I'm not Patti Smith, like, we're not poets, so stop taking yourself so seriously.
Let's give her some more credit though, because
yeah.
Well, I love the extended metaphors she does in her songs. Like, I feel like I gave the lyricism really high for that. But yeah, I get everything you say too, because I feel like it completely made sense. So I probably would have given it lower. I was just kind of going off of like, I don't know. Sorry, my vibe. Like, I just love lyrics. That's really just what I focus on. Because I don't really know much about instruments and the production, which might have, like, made me more.
I feel like you don't need to know, because I don't think I know anything about production either. But I don't need to know about production to know what my ears are telling me. I love how I was shocked that it was only number 3. And then now I'm like, oh, right, I hate this album. I don't hate this album. I actually think it's a very good album. Let's just call out a few songs. So Long London is one of my favorites. What about you?
Yes, same.
Guilty as Sin, the Albatross, the Black Song is one of the best songs. It's like a great song. Alex loves Peter, so go off. Like, a lot of people love Peter. Peter's fine.
Yeah, I feel like, if it was broken up into like multiple albums where she could have more variety in like one album, it would have been better in a way. Not broken up in that way, but I feel like it wasn't necessarily bad songs, more like they weren't unique to each other in the album.
I just feel like for all that it done, it should have done more. It should have done more, like, it should have been, instead of 31 good songs, it should have been 16 complete songs.
And 16 is also, like, long for an album, too. So I feel like 31 is a lot.
True. Because it just all felt like drafts to me. Where, like, because the whole, like, I don't know if you guys know what I mean when I say the production is like vapid, but just, like, I just feel like you listen to the songs and there's nothing memorable or cinematic about the instrumentals, and this would have been really good with live instrumentals.
In your head. I feel like some songs can be like not super produced, but it can still make you flow and like have this whole image of the story in your head. They didn't really do that for me as much. I love the way you're talking about it because you're such a Swiftie, not in a bad way, but like, so it's good how you're able to have really good opinions without being biased towards the artist. Because I know, like, I love Lana Del Rey, and maybe
I feel like you do just like every Lana Del Rey song though, and that's okay too.
But I do actually like every Lana Del Rey song.
You do the honors.
Okay, so this is kind of revealing.
Okay, number 2.
I have a feeling.
Brat. Silver medal goes to Brat. I'm not surprised. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means I wonder what number 1 is. We won't talk about number 1 yet. Not relevant. Brat. Number 2. Okay.
This album really surprised me because I didn't think I was gonna like it because I didn't really think it was gonna have like. I thought it was gonna be like more funny. I didn't think it would have like deep lyrics. But then she talked about like Lana Del Rey and stuff, so it kind of grew on me.
I knew you were gonna love her. And Mean Girls, she goes like, girls who listen to guys.
I don't know about.
So you gave it a 42. I gave it a 41. Pretty solid. Okay. Pretty solid stuff. We both really liked Brat.
It was just so cool and like original. I just don't think anyone has an album like Brat.
Yeah, I thought. For originality and cultural impact, 10 out of 10. Everybody's saying like Brat Summer. I listened to Brat once this summer and I was like, ew, and I didn't listen to it again. And then I listened to it in October and I was like, okay. And at first I was like, this album is weird. And then I was like, I like this album. Actually, for me, it was the Brat remix album. I think let's talk about the Brat remix album. That might have been my number 1 because that was like I've never heard of a remix album where they just remix every song. And it's not just she has in a feature. They're completely different, completely dissected and Frankensteined up. Like 360, she took out the whole chorus and gave it like a new chorus.
Yeah, I love like Brat, like the name Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat. And all those songs,
so many.
Like, I think it made up for like the lack of collaborations. But obviously we can't go off that. But I love the one with Lorde and Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Girls Are Confusing featuring Lorde. I feel like it's like a Sympathy is a Knife is so real.
So good. It's so
360
cute.
Club Classics. I might say something stupid. I'm just gonna read all. I love all the songs.
Yeah, honestly, this was a really good album.
Yeah, like you can recognize it's like a Charlie XCX song. Like her songs, like the excessive autotune, I kind of love because I feel like the point of a song is just to be entertaining for your ears. So I feel like the people get mad at her for using too much autotune. I'm like, it sounds cool. Like
that's the point.
You can't make that noise with your voice. So.
She's like the new Kesha.
Yeah,
kind of.
Apple, TikTok, the influence.
I did not actually like Apple. I thought Apple was so annoying. That's actually what kept me off listening to rap for so long. Is Apple. I was so irritated by that song. I was like, what do you mean, like, cut the apple in symmetrical lines? That doesn't make sense.
I felt the same way, and then I saw a video of someone doing a cover of it, and it was really slow. And then there was a comment explaining, like,
ew, a slow version of Apple?
No, not slow. Like, it was like, you just didn't hear the background, the auto-tune.
Oh, gross! Acoustic Apple?
It wasn't bad. It was good. But then the comments were like, I'm just
now
now realizing the lyrics and how deep they are. And then someone was explaining the apple, like, it's almost like, like the metaphor of the apple. But I just didn't expect it to be like the lyrics to mean anything. That sounds bad. But just because it was just like trending on TikTok, I was like, oh, she probably just has some funny lyrics, And then I was like, why is this really like Like Sympathy is a Knife is a really like interesting way.
So number 1 is. Whoa, I wonder what it is. What are your guesses? I might be Red Taylor's version.
I think it's definitely Honeymoon. Because you have it back there, it must be a sign, you know?
Oh, could be.
Mm-hmm.
Could be Wicked, the soundtrack, part 1. It's not any of those. It's The
These
Rise
are
and
just
Fall
you.
of a Midwest Princess.
What the heck is that? Like,
That's crazy.
never heard of that.
That's crazy. What did you rate it?
I was kind of hard. I give it a 40.
This number is wrong. You give it a 40? Are you sure?
Wait.
No.
No, sorry. No, I give it a 39.
39 is crazy.
I'm sorry. So the thing with this,
I need
Cultural
Cowboy
Impact-
Carter at 39. Sorry.
I just, the song's really catchy. I just didn't really, like, ever care to listen to them.
Interesting.
Like,
So,
I heard them enough on TikTok, I feel like. I don't know, maybe that's just me
wait,
on TikTok.
how many did you rate higher than this?
Okay, so number 1 was Hit Me Hard and Soft. Number 2, Torture Post Department. Number 3 was Brat. Number 4 was Cowboy Carter. Number 5, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess.
Stop it. This is my
I'm
number
just
1.
really hard on it. I don't know why.
No, I gave it a 46. But
That's higher than I give any of mine. But for me,
Whoa.
I just didn't really relate to it, like, at all.
I just found very few problems with this album.
I should have given it higher. I don't know why. I was probably just in a bad mood that day, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it still got number 1, so I didn't hurt it.
Whoa.
But yeah, and no individual songs. I felt like I only knew like a few songs from the album, and they like a few like punched, but then the rest were kind of
Yeah, Brat actually.
like
side
Midwest,
note-
like Midwest.
Oh,
That was-
how dare you?
No, the album is a mid. It's a really good album, and the songs are really, really good.
How
It
could
was
you?
just like my objective like opinion. I didn't ever want to listen to them.
Yeah, The Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess.
It's a really good album.
I gave it 3 10s. I gave it a 10 for individual songs because there's so many great songs from this album that I will listen
Yeah.
to by themselves. And like, I would listen to their singles. I gave it theme and cohesiveness a 10 because I did think it everything did go together, and it was kind of bringing back like girly girl pop. And it was like, this is an album that's gonna make you, it's supposed to be a fun times album. There's a lot of seriosity going on right now. There's the Torture Poets Department, very serious stuff. There's
It's
Hit Me
casual,
Hard and
you know.
stuff. Hit Me Hard and Stuff, serious stuff, guys.
I'm happy. Sorry, I'm happy you gave it such a high rating because I feel like I was really hard on it. And
Okay.
I'm so happy it still got to get that spot because I think it was
Good.
definitely one of the most. But one thing, it didn't come out in 2024. Was that like, did it have a deadline in 2023 for it to come out?
I don't know how this works. I'm just a Grammy voter, guys. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but
I know,
it
like-
did come out kind of a while ago.
They vote in February. Like
Yeah.
the things in February. Does that mean like if you released a song like January, would it count for the next?
I don't.
I don't
I
know.
feel like it was kind of a hot minute ago because, guys, we're talking about the Grammys that are happening in 2025, and this is an album that came out in 2023. But
I'm looking for
I don't know.
release.
Yeah, it's like she just came out on the scene as a fully developed artist and already knew what she was doing. Already has everything. She's already an amazing, has amazing vocals. Amazing. She has good lyrics, guys. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
She doesn't have like she can write a song, and she's
Also, I don't know how she can make her songs so catchy without knowing anything about music theory. Apparently, she knows nothing about music theory. She just manages to make songs with the catchiest, like.
What
gotta
is
be
music
catchy.
theory? Can you define this term?
Okay, I know. I took like a kind of music theory. Yeah, let me define it. I might not be using the right word, but she just doesn't know about like how to make something catchy, like
Oh,
scientifically.
like composition and things
Like some people
that.
do. The rules that guideline govern its creation, performance, and analysis. Meanwhile, Billie Eilish and Phineas are like this song's gonna be catchy.
Other also important but not as important categories that we want to talk about. So let's start with record of the year. On the count of 3,
You're
Eva.
gonna be so mad.
3, 2, 1. Record of the year is
Versus-
Espresso.
I
Versus Feather.
really like Versus the Feather.
So
Yeah,
like, okay, you love Versus Feather. It
already has like 2 billion streams, which is like it's already one of the top female songs.
I would say Espresso because it literally had an SNL skit made off of it,
And it was top in the charts for like so long.
That's one of the songs that's just magic. Like when I first heard it, I was like, this is good, but like whatever. And then I was like, I just couldn't stop thinking about it. And
it
I
just
would
stays
play
in
it
your
again.
head.
Yeah, and it's just like with the message of the song is it just like now he's thinking about me every night. Is that like it's like, oh, I guess it's just that good. Guess you just can't stop thinking about it. I guess it's just that me Espresso.
I love them equally, but for me, Birds of a Feather is just like more mine. Like the song I listen to, just because I'm more like alternative, not in a bad way. Like
You're more
I'm not
alt.
like the other girl.
You're more
I'm not like that.
edgy.
Yeah,
You're more
but that's
indie.
more mine. Oh, you probably don't know what I did for the next.
Okay, for the next one, for Song of the Year, guys, Eva has said...
Birds of a Feather.
I said Not Like Us. Okay, so tell us about Birds of a Feather, Eva.
So I just really like this song.
So the difference between Song of the Year and Record of the Year, for those who do not know, record is more like, song is more like a songwriter award. It's like the song that's the best written, and record is more like the production, the vocals, everything to it, all the layers.
Oh.
So, Song of the Year, I gave to Not Like Us because, I don't know, that was just that was just the Song of the Year, guys. Like, how he was able to destroy a career with that song, and the amount of clever like references and layers to that song.
Destroy a career.
So did you not know that Not Like Us was a Drake diss track?
I knew that. I didn't know like that was like what did it though.
Well, I mean, it's not fully what did it, but like Kendrick Lamar just coming at him with this and Euphoria.
Me too.
Best pop solo. 3, 2, 1. Good luck, babe. What is yours? Birds of a Feather. Okay. Next, best rap song. 3, 2, 1. Not Like Us. Some of these were so bad, guys. Some of those I was like, this is a horrible song. The best pop album, Eva. What is the best pop album? I think I know what you're gonna say. 3, 2, 1. Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess. Yeah.
This goes very well with our previous.
She said Hit Me Hard and Stop. I said The Rise and Fall.
Eternal
if
Sunshine
you
was
could
really good though. So just not as like.
Oh yeah, I almost gave it to Eternal Sunshine. Best dance pop song.
Sorry, I said Von Dutch.
Von Dutch. I said, okay, good choice.
It was really hard for me to rate this because I didn't know how to judge the dancing on it. Like, what kind of dance were you talking?
I said Yes and.
I love that song.
And then best country record.
3, 2, 1.
Bar
Texas
song.
Hold'em.
Texas Hold'em. Oh.
Yes, they did.
I said bar song, Tipsy, whatever one. For best pop duo. 3, 2, 1. Us.
The Boy Is Mine.
The Boy Is Mine. Okay, good choice. I said Us. By Gracie Abrams and Taylor.
Best pop remix. I feel like I know what you're gonna choose because you talked about these remixes a lot.
3, 2, 1.
It's
Von
Espresso.
Dutch.
This was really hard for me, honestly. I just chose Espresso because I was like the remixes. I don't know. It was hard for me to like focus on like the part that was remixed and on me like as a song.
Yeah, guys, there's a random Espresso remix out there that Eva said was
Okay.
It's not anything you've heard of, if you're wondering.
It was hard for me to choose, so I was just like Espresso because I like espresso.
I thought it was pretty.
You know, I definitely think the tough remix should have won.
I mean, like Von Dutch. I just thought remix category had to go to Charlie XCX, and also the scream is so iconic. The Addison Rae scream. Let's talk about how that song changed the game for Addison Rae. Let's talk about.
No, I agree with you.
Addison Rae needs a Grammy. Come on, imagine Addison Rae getting a Grammy, guys. Like that would be. She just needs that, you know.
Lana Del Rey doesn't have any.
Yes. Okay. Addison Rae needs a Grammy for Lana Del Rey. That's
For Lana Del Rey.
That'd just be funny, please.
Wait, no, people were joking about that. They were like, if Addison Rae gets a Grammy this year, Lana Del Rey, they're gonna like go to her house. We need to watch out who leaves Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, that's just super awesome for her. Best music video. 3, 2, 1. 360.
I said Houdini.
You said Houdini?
Okay, it was really entertaining. Like,
Houdini was a pretty good music video, but I thought it was just very vulgar and it disturbed me. So
yeah, good point. No, this was really hard for me too because
it was cute though.
I didn't know. I was trying to like, do I go off of like me being like, oh, this is really like vulgar, or do I go off of like, oh, this is a really massive production, you know, that kind of thing.
Of the Houdinis, Eminem's Houdini is the best Houdini of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Not Dua Lipa's Houdini. Let's talk about
Agree.
that. Yeah. Dua Lipa did not get any nominations for anything, and I don't think she should have, guys. Best New Artist. I didn't put on here because I didn't want us to have to listen to like all the discography of like 5 different artists.
I don't know how they rate things like
but
that.
let's just say it's Chappell Roan because it is. But yeah.
Yeah, I love Sabrina Carpenter, but she's not new. Like, I've been listening to Fountain since I was like 8.
True. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching our extremely long
Thank
video
you.
about the Grammys. Yes, this is just
I
something
love
I thought
music.
that I wanted to make. I thought we should make it. So
I love music.
just 2 people who like music.
Shout out to Honeymoon by Lana Del Rey. We're hoping it wins a Grammy this year, 9 years late.
Yeah.
10 years actually.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, who do you think is actually gonna win?
Oh, good question. Who's actually gonna win?
I feel like it could be Beyonce because she hasn't won a big category like that, and like culturally, like everyone was talking.
I think it could be New Blue Sun. If we're talking serious, just kidding. I think it's gonna be.
Pork.
Honestly, I think it'll be.
Rise and
Oh, I
Fall.
just don't know. I think
This
it
is
could be
so
the Rise
far.
and Fall of a Midwest Princess, or it could be Short and Sweet. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
On February 2nd.
Yep.
It's around the time of your birthday too, so you get like that birthday.
Yes. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.